a pinfall. The Sooners will need all 4 wins plus some bonus points. So we're here at 165 with Cael Carlson, who did not wrestle last evening, has had some minor injuries, and he'll be going against R.J. Weston. Now, R.J. started the season at 57. He wound up losing to Ryder Downey, so he's moved up. Little small for the weight, but he can wrestle, and he's right in on a high crotch right now with an angle. And with that knee being cranked out to the side, Cael Carlson's holding on to an ankle, and they're going to call potentially dangerous. And I think the right call, and that is also the, well, I guess it's not the leg that he has. It's all taped up. So Carlson in. Cael likes to hand fight, get in and wear your opponent down. Nice leg attempt again by Weston, who's a sophomore from Marietta, Georgia. Cael is a Minnesota boy from Wilmore, Minnesota, and a transfer from the University of Minnesota. He's got, excuse me, he's got an underhook and a front headlock, trying to bounce his opponent down and get an angle. Nice high leg attack by Carlson. Shallow whizzer and a go-by attempt. Good scrambling here. And Carlson's locked in the crotch, but Weston has a good angle. Looks like he's going to score to the 2, and he does. Looking to put a boot in, it looks like. Carlson up to his feet. Boy, UNI is a good mat returning team. He's got Carlson broken down. I know Cael's work has not been as consistent because of his injury, but he's got a big heart. Running back to the center. Minute 28 left in the period. Weston on top, right-hand side. Whistle blows. Carlson on his feet with a 4-point stand, but no hand control. He's returned to the mat, comes right back up. Returned again, and Weston with a claw. Carlson with a changeover. That's the argument for coming up with your back up and getting hand control. Now he's in a short sit looking for that hand control. Now he's up. But another great mat return by R.J. Weston. He's up his feet, and another mat return. Take notes, young wrestlers. What you want to do off those returns, you got to get a wrist. You got to get something tied up so your opponent can't keep coming up, as he did again, and he's up and he's down. The Panthers, one of the best mat return teams I've seen. Not surprising, that takes a lot of hard work, and they are not adverse to hard work. But neither are the Sooners, and so Carlson comes jogging back in. He's getting set, and he's going to be on his feet in about a half a second. Actually a little too quick, and he's hit for a caution. Whistle blows. Weston wants that claw, bringing him back down, but Carlson coming right back up to his feet. He's in his lap. He's going to try and scoot and get some distance there. Now Weston has the boots in, and he has Cael Carlson flat on the mat. This is a must-win match for the Sooners. Riding parallel, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a stalemate, if not a stall call, but Cael Carlson's flattened out. There's a little bit of an angle for Weston, and the period ends with R.J. Weston with a 3-0 lead. Cael Carlson's making his choice. He's going to go down again. And even though you've been ridden, that's not necessarily a bad call, especially when you've gotten your feet so much. A lot of times the opposing wrestler figures this just isn't worth it. Back on his feet again. Looking for that return. He's got a hand, and he looks like he's got the one escape, and it does. This is real important. Be alert on the whistle. Carlson plodding forward. Opposite hand collar tie. He's going to try and pull that head down under him. Pulling and tugging. He's got an underhook. Back. Oh, high crouch attempt. Front headlock by Carlson, and they're out of bounds. Minute 23 left in the period. The Panthers with a 3-1 lead. Weston was dominated 12-2 by the great Isaac. Oh, he's in on a shot, but Carlson feeding him some hips. I can't see. He has a hand on that bottom leg, and he's behind, steps over the leg, and he's got a 2-point takedown. And he's looking for wrists on top. He's got him tied up a little bit. Now, 1:48 riding time for Weston, but that time is counting down. And Carlson with a 1-point lead, and he's high, and Weston gets out. So it's a 4-4 lead, but Weston has a minute and 38 seconds of riding time. But that was good because Weston had a good shot, but Cael did anticipate it and fed him some hips. In on a high crouch, but poor position. He's all extended, but he's bigger and stronger than his opponent. He's working his back up. He's got an angle, getting height with that arm. It looks like he's going to score here, but R.J. Weston's not going to give up anything easy. And there's only 8 seconds left. So that's where we're going to stand. He's coming out the back door. He may have a 2. Yes, he does. That was a very opportunistic 2 on the part of a limping Cael Carlson, but a 7-4 lead, and he's going to be on top. He's got to erase 38 seconds of riding time, actually 39 seconds of riding time. Let's see if he can muster up a first move on top. Thigh pry and driving his opponent forward. Laces the leg. Weston's a little small on top. I think he has wrist control. Not strong wrist control. And Weston up on his feet, grabs an ankle. Weston diving through, and there's the 1. And riding time is not erased. Wouldn't have mattered because a 3-point takedown will be a margin for victory for R.J. Weston, who has a 2-on-1. But Cael Carlson can wait on him a little bit. Good collar tries, trying to pull his opponent down. In on a shot. Not a strong one, though. Cael looking a little herky-jerky in the stance. Weston tries a shrug. Cael with an underhook and elbow control, trying to pressure his opponent backwards. 50 seconds left. Carlson actually, and Weston's in on a shot, but his hands are not locked, and Carlson's going to try and come around behind. Not successful. They're both on their feet again. And you can know this, R.J. Weston's going to come again. Cael Sanderson's trying to tie him up. He's over the head. Not a bad position to be, especially with 26 seconds to go. Stance, stance, stance. He's dancing a little bit. You want to keep that stance. You got 15 seconds to go. Another attempt by Weston. Good hips by Carlson. Count it down, fellas. Folks, wrestling fans, about 5 seconds left. 2 seconds left. And he's going to come up with a very big and very game win. 1 point for stalling, but that... No, that was 1 point riding time. That scared me. And that's a big win for the Sooners, who are now behind by a 13-9 team score. That was a